Hello, boys and girls. If you haven't been here before, I talk about everything to do with kibbutz. Since October the 7th, we have concentrated on the Hamas-Israel war. It is still ongoing. It is very stressful. So, I have decided to take a break and offer you some light relief. In the previous episode, number 43, a former volunteer from Canada, Brett Price, talked about his work in kibbutzim. It was an amusing story of how he became a much-wanted dishwasher. So here is another funny story by a newcomer to kibbutz in the early days. In episode 10, I interviewed Alec Collins and Aryeh Wolfin in Kibbutz Kfar Hanassi. Here is a clip from that video where Alec talks about his first two jobs.
We came to settle on the kibbutz, and the farm manager at the time said to me, Alec, what do you do? I said, well, I'm an engineer. I want to do engineering. My mind was building houses, dining room, theatre. He says, no, first you have to do a bit of farming. You're actually living on a kibbutz. You can't do I know you're an engineer and I know you're very capable, but we want you to work on a farm. So I was a very good boy at the time, and I said, okay, right, we'll send you on the first job, fish ponds. Now I knew fish from a book, what I knew fish ponds meant, but there's a bloke called Yochanan, very intelligent bloke, by the way, very bright bloke. But he says, okay, Alec, we get up at 4:30. That was my first job. And I went to bed at 4:30, and I get up at 4:30. I had to get up at 4:30. And we went to the fish ponds, huge ponds, and he said, look, Alec, what have we done? We've drawn a net. They pulled a net through the pools and caught all the fish they could catch, but a lot of the fish got away. A lot, 30, 40. And these fish are called carp, and they're about that big, 30, huge, and heavy and slippy. He said, now you catch them and put them in the net. That was my job. Now, I've never seen a fish, apart from Friday night on the table when my mother made nice for supper.
Oh, fish and chips.
Never seen a fish alive, let alone in the water. And I went in this water, and these fish were running around between my legs, and I grabbed one, of course, it shot in the air, and I grabbed it, and it shot. I spent the whole day, I caught 12 fish. 12 I caught. And I put them in the net, and Yochanan says, very good, he says, very good. I wasn't impressed by that. And I came back home, and I went to the manager farm. I said, look, this agriculture business, but fish ponds is not my line. He says, okay, don't worry. We have to have ready for you another job, just waiting for you. And they had what was called in those days chickens. But the chickens run round the open area. And he says, we're catching the chickens, put them in kluvim, put them in cages, sent to market. You have to catch it. 4 in this hand, 4 in that hand, and then you run down to the end and they put them into the cage. Now I want you to know, chickens may be nice-looking animals, but they bite. And you get 4 on your hands, you get nipped there. I did that for the whole day, and at the end of the day, I was chickened. And they said to me, Alec, don't worry, we have a big surprise for you at the end, a lovely big dinner. I says, what is it? He says, nice, lovely chicken. I says, thank you very much. That was the end of my chicken days, and I decided that's not for me, not chickens and not fish.
These were just 2 short stories by Alec Collins in Kfar Hanassi. The previous one, I Was a Dishwasher in Kibbutz by Brett Price, got a lot of attention. I want to hear from you too. Are you sitting on a funny story about your time in Kibbutz? Which interesting people did you meet in Kibbutz? What was your takeaway from Kibbutz? What job did you like best? Tell me about it. I want to hear from you. I want to hear about your experiences in kibbutz. Send me a mail to kibbutzivri@gmail.com. Text me to discuss your idea or story, and then we can set up a time to talk on Zoom. That's it for now. Keep well, look after yourself, shalom, and lehitraot. See you next time. Bye-bye.
How are you?
Okay, I'm fine.